Are you eating eggs every single morning thinking you're doing the best thing for your health and getting that protein boost? It feels like the right choice, doesn't it? Something simple, familiar, a go-to breakfast staple we've relied on for decades. But what if that very habit, the one you think is serving you well, could actually be working against you as you get older? It's a bit of a jolt. I know. To question something so fundamental to our diets. Many people I talk to, people just like you and me navigating life after 60, find themselves dealing with frustrating things, maybe feeling a bit sluggish even after a full night's sleep, struggling with digestion that just isn't as predictable as it used to be, or noticing little aches and stiffness that weren't there before. We look for simple answers, easy foods that promise goodness, and eggs often fit neatly into that picture. But the truth is, as our bodies change after 60, the way we process and benefit from certain foods changes too. That daily egg might be contributing to some of those very issues you're trying to avoid. There's a secret to feeling vibrant and strong in your 60s and beyond. And it's not about deprivation. It's about understanding what your body truly needs. Now, in this video, we're going to look at the surprising truth about daily egg consumption as you get older and explore smarter, more beneficial food choices and habits that can make a real difference to your energy, your digestion, and your overall well-being. This isn't about cutting out something you love forever, but about making informed choices for your best health. Stick around to the very end, because I'm going to share something that might truly surprise you about building a diet that makes you feel fantastic. So, let's dive right into this, starting with that daily egg. For so long, eggs were demonized for their cholesterol. Then they were celebrated as a perfect protein source. It feels like the advice keeps changing, doesn't it? And it's confusing after 60. Our bodies become a little less forgiving, and the way we handle things like dietary cholesterol and saturated fat, both present in eggs, can shift. While one egg a few times a week is absolutely fine for most people and can be a valuable part of a balanced diet, making it a daily cornerstone, especially if you're having more than one, might not be the best strategy for everyone. One of the key things to consider is how our cardiovascular system changes with age. While the link between dietary cholesterol and blood cholesterol isn't as direct as once thought for many people, some individuals, particularly those with existing heart conditions, diabetes, or certain genetic predispositions, can be more sensitive to the cholesterol in food. Eating eggs every single day, loading up on that dietary cholesterol, could potentially nudge those levels in an unhelpful direction for some of us. It's not a guaranteed outcome for everyone, of course, but it's a risk factor that becomes more relevant as we age. Beyond cholesterol, eggs, particularly the yolk, contains saturated fat. Again, moderation is key, but a daily dose of saturated fat, coupled with saturated fats from other sources throughout the day, can contribute to inflammation in the body. Chronic low-level inflammation is a silent culprit behind many age-related issues, from joint pain and stiffness to potentially impacting cognitive function and overall cellular health. Think about how you feel after a heavy, rich meal compared to a lighter, plant-focused one. That feeling of being weighed down or sluggish can sometimes be linked to inflammatory responses in the body. So, while an egg is a nutritional powerhouse in many ways, offering protein, vitamins, and minerals, the daily habit might just be overdoing it on components that, in excess, don't serve our aging bodies optimally. It's like trying to fuel a sophisticated, slightly older engine with the same fuel mix you used decades ago. The engine's needs have changed. It might need different types of lubricants, perhaps a cleaner fuel source for certain parts. Our bodies are similar. They start to crave and utilize different nutrient profiles more effectively, relying on eggs every single day. While easy and seemingly nutritious, means we might be missing out on crucial nutrients found in other foods that are particularly beneficial after 60. When you eat the same thing every morning, you crowd out the opportunity to include other foods that offer different benefits. This leads us to a much better strategy than daily eggs, diversifying your protein sources, particularly focusing on incorporating more lean proteins and healthy fats, especially those rich in omega-3 fatty acids, instead of an egg every day. Imagine swapping some days for a piece of grilled fish, like salmon or mackerel, a few times a week. These oily fish are incredible sources of omega-3s, which are powerhouses for reducing inflammation, supporting brain health, fighting memory fog, and keeping your heart healthy. The protein in fish is also easily digestible, which is a bonus if you're finding your digestive system needs a little more care these days. Think about how much better you might feel, how much clearer your head might be, if you regularly fueled your body with these amazing fats and lean protein instead of the same breakfast every single day. Preparing fish doesn't have to be complicated either. A small piece baked with lemon and herbs, or pan-fried with a little olive oil, is quick and delicious. It's a simple switch. But the nutritional payoff compared to a daily egg habit can be significant for your body after 60. And what about lean meats? A small portion of grilled chicken breast or lean turkey offers high-quality protein without the same level of saturated fat found in some other sources. Swapping your breakfast routine a couple of days a week to include some leftover grilled chicken in a salad or wrap, or having a small piece of lean meat with a vegetable scramble instead of focusing solely on eggs, opens up a whole new world of nutrients. This focus on lean proteins and oily fish isn't just about avoiding the potential downsides of daily eggs. It's about actively bringing in foods that provide specific, targeted benefits for aging bodies. It's about giving your body the diverse building blocks it needs to stay strong, agile, and vibrant. Moving beyond the single story of the egg allows us to explore the vast landscape of nutrition that can truly support us as we age gracefully. Now, let's talk about other incredible food groups that offer protein, and so much more, and how incorporating them regularly can be far more beneficial than that consistent daily egg. Continuing on this path of smarter choices for your body after 60, moving beyond the daily egg opens up a wealth of nutritional opportunities, particularly when we look at other protein sources that come bundled with additional, much-needed benefits. One of the most powerful groups of foods to embrace is legumes and beans. Think about humble lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans. They are absolute nutritional heroes, especially for us. Not only are they fantastic sources of plant-based protein, which is often easier on the digestive system for many people, but they are absolutely packed with fiber. And fiber, my friends, is something most people over 60 simply aren't getting enough of. Remember that painful reality I mentioned earlier. Things like sluggish digestion or feeling bloated. Often, a lack of fiber is a major culprit. Eggs, while nutritious, contain virtually no fiber. Replacing a daily egg or two with a portion of lentils in a soup, chickpeas in a salad, or beans in a stew immediately boosts your fiber intake significantly. This soluble and insoluble fiber helps keep your digestive system running smoothly, promoting regularity and preventing constipation, a common and uncomfortable issue as we age. But fiber does so much more than just keep things moving. It also helps manage blood sugar levels, which is increasingly important, and can contribute to feeling fuller for longer, helping manage weight if that's a goal. Imagine swapping an egg sandwich for a hearty lentil soup, or a vibrant chickpea salad for lunch, or even as part of your dinner. The sustained energy you'll feel, the ease in your digestion, it's a noticeable difference. Plus, legumes are incredibly versatile and affordable, making them a practical addition to your diet. Next, let's consider dairy or fortified dairy alternatives. As we age, maintaining bone density is crucial, and calcium and vitamin D play vital roles. While you can get these from supplements, incorporating them through food sources like milk, yogurt, or fortified plant milks if you prefer, is often more effective as part of a balanced diet. Yogurt and kefir also offer probiotics, those beneficial bacteria that support a healthy gut microbiome. A healthy gut isn't just about digestion. It's linked to everything from your immune system to your mood and even cognitive function. Having a small pot of Greek yogurt with some berries for breakfast on days you skip the egg provides protein, calcium, and probiotics. A fantastic nutritional package. If dairy isn't for you, look for fortified almond, soy, or oat milks that offer calcium and vitamin D. Incorporating these dairy or alternative sources provides a different type of protein profile compared to eggs or meat, offering different amino acids and nutrients that contribute to overall health. It's about building a diverse team of nutrients working together in your body. But it's not just about protein. When you're focusing too much on one food like a daily egg, you might be neglecting other food groups entirely that are essential for vibrant aging. We've touched on fiber from beans, but we need fiber from all sources: fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. These foods provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect your cells from damage and reduce inflammation. Remember how we talked about inflammation being a key issue after 60? Antioxidants are like tiny bodyguards fighting off cellular stress. Making sure half your plate at every meal is filled with colorful vegetables, snacking on fruit, and choosing whole grain bread or oats instead of refined options ensures you're getting this protective shield of nutrients. Think about replacing that plain egg with a vegetable-packed omelet if you still enjoy eggs occasionally. Or, even better, a breakfast smoothie with spinach, berries, and a scoop of protein powder or some Greek yogurt on days you skip the egg entirely. These foods don't just add bulk, they add vitality. They help keep your energy levels stable throughout the day, prevent those afternoon slumps, and contribute significantly to healthy digestion. Finally, let's touch on something incredibly simple, but profoundly impactful. And something that's easy to forget when we're just focused on what's on our plate: hydration. Drinking enough water throughout the day is fundamental to every bodily function, including digestion and nutrient absorption. Dehydration, even mild dehydration, can lead to fatigue, headaches, and yes, contribute to constipation. When your focus is just on getting protein from an egg, you might not be thinking about washing it down with a sufficient amount of water, or drinking water consistently throughout the day. Making a conscious effort to sip water regularly is one of the easiest and most effective habits you can adopt to support your body after 60. It helps everything flow better, literally and figuratively. So, while the egg might be a quick breakfast, are you pairing it with adequate hydration? Are you making sure you're drinking water even when you're not eating? This seemingly small habit has a massive ripple effect on your energy levels and digestive comfort. It's clear that while eggs can be a part of a healthy diet, relying on them daily, especially after 60, might mean missing out on the incredible benefits offered by diversifying your food choices. We've talked about how daily eggs could potentially contribute to issues like elevated cholesterol sensitivity and inflammation in some individuals as our bodies change. But more importantly, we've explored the power of incorporating a wider variety of protein sources like lean fish rich in omega-3s, lean meats, and particularly the superfoods that are legumes and beans, bringing much-needed fiber into your diet. We also touched on the importance of dairy or fortified alternatives for bone health and gut health, and the non-negotiable value of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains for essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And let's not forget the simple yet critical act of staying properly hydrated throughout the day. The truth isn't that eggs are suddenly bad after 60. It's that your body's needs evolve. And a strategy of nutritional diversity becomes much more important than relying heavily on any single food, no matter how seemingly nutritious. The real power comes from mixing things up, giving your body a wider spectrum of vitamins, minerals, proteins, and fibers that work together synergistically to support you as you age. Think of it as upgrading your body's fuel system to run more efficiently and feel better. It's not about rigid rules or saying goodbye to foods you enjoy forever. It's about balance, moderation, and making conscious choices that prioritize your well-being. You might decide that 2 or 3 eggs a week is perfect for you, incorporating them on certain days while focusing on fish, legumes, or yogurt on others. Or perhaps you find that reducing them entirely makes you feel lighter and more energetic. The key is to listen to your body and give it the varied nourishment it truly thrives on at this stage of life. Remember, making these changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small. Maybe swap your daily egg for a bowl of Greek yogurt and berries 2 mornings a week. Or try adding a handful of lentils to your soup or stew a couple of times. Gradually introduce more variety. Your digestive system will thank you. Your energy levels might surprise you. And you'll be building a more resilient body from the inside out. This journey to feeling your best after 60 is about empowering yourself with knowledge and making choices that serve you well. It's about nourishment, not restriction. It's about adding in more goodness, more variety, more vibrant life to your plate. Don't underestimate the power you have to influence how you feel every single day through the simple choices you make about what you eat and drink. You deserve to feel energetic, comfortable, and joyful in your own skin at every age. What are your thoughts on this? Had you considered that your daily egg might not be serving you best anymore? Are there other foods you've found that make you feel particularly good? Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you and building this community of people committed to living their best lives. If you found this video helpful or learned something new, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other people who could benefit from this information find it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We share practical, encouraging tips like this every week to help you navigate health, happiness, and vitality after 60. Join our community. Thank you so much for watching. Keep exploring, keep making conscious choices, and keep living your best life at every age. You've got this.